is essentially on hiatus because he announced that he's working on a multiplayer update now. So I see no reason to try to do anything if we're about to maybe kind of possibly get a multiplayer update. So that's essentially on hiatus. Secondary to that, there is Formal Blizzard and Salford Sal's Minecraft server, which I think is still going, but in like the last 2 weeks of the semester, it went from, hey, there's a server, to I don't think I've heard them mention it recently. I haven't been in Salford's channel for a minute, so maybe she has. I'm not even entirely sure I've seen it in the Discords either, so I don't know what happened with that. "4 p.m. my time is 10 p.m. yours." I'm sorry, Art. Need an Among Us, but Dwarf Fort themed. Someone found the mining pick tearing the brain. How would I like the idea? I do have Among Us, but how would that work? How would you have a Dwarf Fortress themed Among Us? Yep, the community dwarf server was Sal's. But like, as far as I was aware, a big, we'll say, selling person, a big marketer for it was Blizzard. So I think I genuinely heard more about it from Blizzard than I did Sal. What else do we still have up here? Need an animal pile for the cages. And there's books. All the cages are being grabbed now. There's arrows. The arrows are gonna need to be quantumed. We gotta get them reduced. Build construction, track stop, east, wood logs, build Zamo. No, P Zamo. Why did I say build? No bins. Hauling route. Stomp. Stockpile link. Ammo. Vehicle. There we go. When it gets built, we'll be good there. That'll get all the ammo into the base. Well, it was described as a Dwarf Fortress streamer server. Yeah, I realized that. I realized separately from that, like if we all were to have one. The issue being though, I would even, how do I word this correctly? Let's say everyone in chat right now was super down for it. Was super down for a Dwarf Fortress server. And everyone's willing to pay and all that good jazz. And I get a big server. We have it modded or something probably, so everyone's entertained and has what they want. At this point, it would be kind of a dick move. You know what I'm saying? And there's already a server going around in the Dwarf Fortress chat thing. It would be a dick move for me to be like, yeah, I'll play with you guys, or this sounds like an interesting idea. And then my school semester ends and I just start my own server with blackjack and hookers. Like, that would be a dick move. But that would be like a big old community thing, because if you ever look, whenever you do things like that, even if it's just quote unquote the like a streamer type server or whatever, usually it's up to chat to poke. You can't hear, it's got the fuzzy on. To poke the streamers, so that to egg them on into messing with each other. So in that way, a streamer community server is technically a community server of communities, because everyone's viewers are giving them ideas and egging them on to do things. What? you mean like modding the entirety of it? Like, I can't do that. I know some people. So here's the thing. That's also a thing too, is like, I could do the server. I say I could, I can. I've done a bit on the server. I can do the server, no problem. However, if I were to be doing my own, it would probably have to be modded. I did so much Minecraft back in the day. So much. I know that they've done tons of updates, and there's a lot of things in the game that are completely different. They've revolutionized. They've reinvigorated water biomes. You have the weird little wings that let you half fly, and you can watch Blizzard float around until he goes into the lava in hell and dies. That's kind of funny. But that still doesn't come close to like the electrical mods, if that makes sense. That like once you've gotten used to any of the hardcore electrical mods, like the Minecraft updates are still just lacking. Like, they don't even have proper item sorting in Minecraft still. Bucket changed. Was Tekkit ever? I think Tekkit was worked on servers, I think. Yeah, I think that's one I used to use. Or was it Feed the Beast? So I used to run modded servers. Problem is, they're only for like 3, 4, or 5 people at a time. Can you mod Dwarf Fortress in the Skyrim on Switch? What would that even be? Everyone perpetually fighting all the time because they're drunk? Feed the Beast says, I know that. I know. It's a collection of mods. It is a collection of mod packs. It is not in and of itself a server or a mod. However, it's like Lazy Noob Pack. Lazy Noob Pack is not itself a mod. But if you're going to be explaining something for Dwarf Fortress, you're going to just tell them, run Lazy Noob Pack. You're not going to say, make sure you get mods X, Y, and Z. It's for ease of communication. All right, let's see if that reinvigorated the ammo system. Because what it used to be way back when, might even still be that way this way now, but if you would get a server, you'd pay a server site like Nodecraft. I don't even know if Nodecraft exists still. I need to look that up. Is there a new tab? Does Nodecraft exist? Look like a creeper as far as I remember. Nodecraft, game servers done right. Does not look like a creeper. Looks like a weird blue X. Games. A lot of games, including Minecraft. You would load it up, and then in the server thing, you could do it manually, but they had easy install packages, and you could be like, Feed the Beast, and you'd go down to whatever mod pack in Feed the Beast you wanted on your server. So you'd be like, yes, I want electrical turd nugget mode. Turd nugget the mod pack was the easiest way to explain it. I was sad the other day when Blind IRL told people to not use Lazy New Pack if they don't know what to expect. I don't disagree with him entirely. I do have some disagreements. The problem is if you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, you run the risk of someone not understanding it. Lazy New Pack could be compared to Common Core math. If you don't understand genuinely what the hell is even going on, it can cause issues. Did this never get built? Oh, no, I know what happened. I never assigned a new vehicle to it. It can cause issues. So yes, in that regard, you don't want to necessarily actually start with Lazy Noob Pack. However, I don't think that applies to Dwarf Fortress because there is such an initial learning curve that unless it's someone who's just gung-ho for this style of game, you run the risk of them being put off. So like I see what he's talking about, and I do agree with the principle. I just don't agree with the conclusion. It's like it'd be like taking the medicine for Corona. If anyone's seen the side effects, it basically makes you sicker than Corona did for like 2 weeks, and then you got to take another shot and be just as sick for another 2 weeks. So you got to nearly be dead to the vaccine so that you don't risk dying to the virus. So yeah, if you want someone to really learn what's going on, yeah, hell, I've made that mistake quite a few times now. One of the videos, the minecart video on the College of Dwarfology, I had to make a correction on it because I forgot something was in Lazy Noob Pack and it wasn't in regular Dwarf Fortress. Because anything that's in Lazy Noob Pack now might not necessarily be there in the future. Not like, oh, they're about to get rid of that now. But Lazy Noob Pack is a collection of mods. So if someone stops maintaining some portion of it, then that functionality may no longer exist in future versions. I don't even know. I don't know right now if the mod exists that will convert a Dwarf Fortress map into a Minecraft map. There used to be one, but I've not seen it in papers in a while. So it might be there. It might still work in principle, maybe, or it might have just been abandoned. So if someone only ever does Lazy Noob Pack and they never quite grasp what's really happening or getting the actual context of it, then they run the risk of the game not working for them in the future outside of their control. Yeah, exactly the point. I'm like, I would rate Lazy Noob Pack in the same way. Lazy Noob Pack is the vaccine to get people over the obtuse, let's face the truth, obtuse user interface. I mean, that's why the Steam is going to be such a big deal. That's why I don't understand when people get angry at the Steam version. Like it's kind of almost going, not like remove the need for Lazy Noob Pack, but there's a lot of things that Lazy Noob Pack introduces to the game, and I feel like a lot of it is not going to be in Lazy Noob Pack anymore because the core version of the game, even if it doesn't do the same thing, will come close enough that there won't be much of a need to maintain the mod to do it. I have to do a video on that, actually. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the latest UI updates and everything. That shit looks sexy. But some people are angry at it. But it solves the same issue, is that there is an initial learning curve's not even the right term. Flim Flam is dead. We knew that was going to happen at some point. He was very sad. There is an initial, we'll say, comfort barrier that needs to be overcome. Dwarf kill. Flim Flam. 2 M's on the first one, 1 M on the second one, I believe. Two M's on the first, 2 M's on the second. Did that wrong. Back lurking again in raid. Nice. By the way, in the title, there should be an apostrophe in its. What? Oh, you're right. Shh. No one saw that. No proof. No proof it ever said that. Thank you, though. Yep, and with the Steam Workshop, it'll kill Lazy New Pack. I don't think it'll kill Lazy New Pack. I just think Lazy New, or actually, no, you're kind of right. It won't kill the mods, but it will kill the loader. Lazy New Pack will probably have some new name, and it'll be something like the Dwarf Fortress Auto Mod Loader. It'll be like AML or some instead of LNP. Some like weird new system. Or just out of spite, they'll keep the old name. They might. Oh, that's right. You have to go under animals, search for dog. And then train them all for war. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I understand what he's saying, and I can and I see the same issues. I just disagree with the conclusion. Because not everyone's going to like it anyways. So if you can increase the amount of people that are going to be able to start playing it at the risk of some people might still be in over their head and like are being helped along, I would rather risk people incorrectly assuming they know what's going on than have people turn the game down outright. We need books. Why are we not storing these? What stores books? Thought it was finished goods. Yeah, it is. Codices. There you go. Book storage. Please bring the books down. What's a title? But I mean, that's fine. A game like Dwarf Fortress is going to have different opinion on things. I mean, hell, a game like Dwarf Fortress has so many different ways and ideas for how to build a best base. I would not be surprised if at some point someone, just as an offhand comment even, probably like, oh, you know, someone in chat's like, oh, you're having issues with your base, do strategist 6 dwarf system. You know, it's super efficient and gets it done, but it's also very bland and boring and pointless. It gets it done, and that's what it does. I would not be surprised to hear someone basically being like, no, that's someone to even consider that exploitative and not the proper way to do the game. Like I said, it's there as a way to ease people in, but if someone thinks that it's essentially over crutchifying, I could see that opinion. Where are they getting these books from? This is like, there should be clothing up here. They should be getting all the clothes from down here, but they're not doing that. There's like tons of clothes here that aren't being moved. Or wait, are they being moved now? Yeah, these. Why aren't these being moved? There's like an entire pile of nonsense here that need to get moved. I built the stockpile. People started moving. Some of the books have clearly gone, and none of them have gone to the book pile. So where have they gone? No one knows. But ignoring that, the issue is, actually, as a side thing, I need to talk to Portable. I don't know when the next round of his tourney is. So I believe one of these things I'm supposed to be sitting in as like a helper / grader. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I just want to do things. I want to do things. I've got big brain ideas. None of them are thought out. They're all smooth brain. They're all big smooth brain ideas. Where the hell is my chalk blocks? There we go. Now we're not gonna have doors forever again. $190.80. Fuck me, do we need more chalk? Where were we? I lost my train of thought. Community games. Yes. All right. Okay. End result is, the season, the holidays are over. There's going to be New Year's. There's going to be New Year's. I am not streaming New Year's. Just a heads up on that. But ignoring all of that, I need to start. My schedule is now open, as we've determined. It is the end of the school semester, and I'm not attending the spring semester. So I'm needing to come up with ideas of what I'm going to be doing this semester for the next foreseeable future. For right now, I have this is what I'm thinking of for my schedule thus far. Saturdays, Dwarf Fortress. I know it, you know it. Armok themselves know it. Saturday, Dwarf Fortress. Sunday, not streaming. I've had a thing since the military where I purposely don't have anything scheduled, if that makes sense. So there's ever an issue or something in the middle of the week, it could always, worst case scenario, be pushed off to Sunday. So I purposely never fill my Sundays in a schedule. Like, I'm not saying I would never stream on a Sunday, but I would never have it as a regularly scheduled thing. Monday, streams, community games, variety, platinum, what have you. Tuesday, at least for a foreseeable future, I need to encode. I've got a backlog again from this last semester, but we already know from the new way I record that that shouldn't be a problem. That's going to go away in a month or so tops because of how much faster it is to encode it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is probably going to be a day that I do for recording things for YouTube. And then that brings us to Thursday and Friday. And that is what I'm currently confused on. Because I've got to balance family and stuff in those 2 days. Which basically means I have Mondays until I get through the backlog of videos that need to be encoded. Then I have Tuesdays. And I would like to open up a Thursday and or a Friday. We'll see what goes on from there. Big issue is I'm trying to do both. Same issue that I've had since the first time I tried to do both. It's not necessarily a good idea. Trying to grow, we'll say, both Twitch and direct to YouTube at the same time. Like consistently, like constant scheduled updates. I don't know how some people do it. Unless it's gonna have to come down to a point of, well, wait, hold on. I'm an idiot. I'm not streaming. Okay, Saturday is 8 hours, but I'm probably not streaming for 8 hours the other days. So I could do Monday and Tuesday as stream, and then also afterwards do the encoding. Dumb. Same could be said for Wednesday. That means you guys have to make sure I don't stream too much. Here on Twitch, it is your job to make sure I do not overly stream. I must be held to a certain amount of hours. That way I can get the other things also done. I don't know why I was treating it like it needed to be a full 8-hour day. You guys are the greatest listeners, by the way. Everyone just sits there and patiently waits for me to finish talking to myself, and then everyone goes, excuse me, sir, what the fuck are you talking about? What? Exactly. What just happened? Excuse me, sir. I didn't want to talk while you were rambling. You kept waving a knife around. I found it very terrifying. Question. What are you talking about at all? I didn't catch any of that. My issue is I basically have from now till August. So a little over 7 months. We got a little over 7 months to hammer out and perfect a schedule. And then also watch it immediately get destroyed as soon as school starts up again. All right. Alright, in terms of the game, though, that's what people come to watch anyways. No one wants to see the madman talk to himself. In terms of the game, we're mining out more stone. We are filling in a lot more of the floor. However, I believe I did the math before at like 21. We'll say I've done 4 groups, so 4 off. Looking at 1,700 more stone blocks we need. Even at a 4-to-1 ratio, that's what? 400 stones I need? 450 to 500 stones I need to fill up this ceiling here. It's gonna get done during today's stream, don't get me wrong. It's getting done. Oh, it's getting done. It's just not going to be done earlier on. By the way, since I am multitasking so very, very well, how are the steel greaves doing? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we now have 10 steel greaves. Marking that as complete. We already had 10 helms, 20 high boots, only 4 gauntlets left and right. So I need 6 more pairs of gauntlets. Armor, steel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gauntlets. Mail shirts are already done. Shield technically already done. So when this is done, our primary group here. Now this says I want to change it to steel. I'm gonna try to switch all their materials, headwear, legwear, armor, over to steel. See how well that works. Don't just want metal. Yep, we have steel shields. Oh my god, so much orange wood nonsense. Hold on. Oh, there we go, steel. I'll leave it at individual choice melee because at this point, switching them off whatever their preferred weapon is, even if I have steel and before they only had like iron or copper, is just gonna make them go crazy, and I don't want to risk that. They are essentially the only things keeping us going. We have 19 in a positive mood situation and 2 in a negative, which is a bummer. Especially considering I think both of them are named dwarves, so it's going to suck when they go crazy. Is this already disconnected? I don't remember. I'm gonna set both of these to start pumping manually, and we'll see how well it goes. Cancels making pig iron bars, getting something to drink. Okay, but how many of those did you even make? Where are bars? 16, 17 pig iron bars. That's all you had? 81 regular iron bars. Also, lots of forbidden things. Stop being forbidden. Oh, did not mean to do that. No longer forbidden. I don't know why you're forbidden. Please stop being forbidden. That's not because D. No. O. F. Hey, we are on claim. I don't know why any of the bolts would be forbidden. All right. So we have Squad A decked out in steel. Huzzah. He is pumping. Guy up top is pumping. Hopefully, all is well in the world. I think because that switch is off, it means that this both site gear assembly is engaged. Meaning as soon as water starts pouring down here, they both should leave automatically. Hopefully. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain because we're going to have to keep re-enabling the top pump. The bottom pump will run itself. I don't even have a switch for that one. Well, he's stopped. Yep, I guess it is engaging. Good enough for me. All right, we have primed our system. It is now automated again. Now we just need to see what happens when the 7s get all the way to the top. The waterfall, I believe, shouldn't have quite so many still. Like, we've slowly reduced this number from like every single dwarf to there was a 1 in 2 chance, there was a 1 in 4, then there was a 1 in 6. I'm hoping we get the chance to be so minuscule that I'm genuinely confused whenever we get a cancellation due to too much water. But if nothing else, it does work. We've got a lot of blood here. It's been wiping off a lot of bloody dwarves, cleaning them. Are you empty yet? Like, you are such a minor thing that I've been working on, but I'm very annoyed that you're not finished. Why are we not getting these books? This thing, you know what? Whatever. I have an idea. I forgot to build the mayor's place. Whoops. JMQ bed. 1. Build chest. Do I have a stone chest? I do. Build a cabinet. Don't have a cabinet. JMQ. Nope. Caps lock on. Caps lock's on. JMQ. Cabinet. Rock. One of those. Build table. Bow sight. Chair. Diorite. Build door. JMQ. Door. Rock. 2 of those. And while I'm here, let's get these engraved like ow. I need to build. What is that room? Did I do that room? No, that looks like an old room. Definitely wasn't getting shock from that. Is there another pathway? What the, where's? Yeah, this is the room I was mining into. Say was, because apparently we just haven't mined into it again yet. We need a library. This is what I keep getting caught up on. I don't have the actual tower built yet. That's where I was half planning on putting it. The longer we wait, though, the more obnoxious this is going to be. So, for what I will do for now, do that. Meeting area, assign location, add a location that is a library, the Bronze Palace. Okay, citizens only. We need bookcases. What does it take to build a bookcase? I have one. JMQ bookcase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Do 7 more bookcases, and then I will build wooden tables and chairs right here. because it's a library, so we're fine with it being made out of wood. The bookcases, they should get any and all books we have into the library, so I don't have to worry about whether or not they're in a stockpile. Shouldn't matter. They should be in the greatest stockpile known to man, the Library of Alexandria. What do you think? How are my glasses so messy? Better boop. It's the Taco Bell effect. What's the Taco Bell effect? Their wagons have bypassed you. Leave me. I'm working on it. That's not going every hour. How did it go off right before my timer? Now it's going off halfway. I don't know. That thing's... Something's gotten horribly wrong with that script. Everything gets gross. It just gets done. So gross and disgusting. Yeah, I don't see any large numbers anywhere. I think we're good with this. This area down here is a pin pasture for pigs. Do we have female pigs? How do we have piglets but only 3 boars? I didn't see any like adult pig. This thing that was set up as an animal location feeding area is hereby removed. Get out of the way. Who knows what's happening to you, dogs? Who knows indeed? Something that's gotten horribly, horribly wrong with the animal stockpile. Removing you. New route. The new route has a new stop. The new stop has a new stockpile link where they take ammo. They are assigned the vehicle that is here. Please start working. You are on a track stop. Do your job. Do it. Like, they cannot all be perpetually busy, can they? Yeah, we're not getting any itch. It's Steven! How goes it, Steven? Have you been having a wonderful day? Have you been having a wonderful Christmas? Have you been having a wonderful year? Bet you have. Steven Roberts been loving 2020. It's been the greatest year ever. Yep, if you wanted to do something, try to do something else. Pathfinder was oh no, why was the Pathfinder canceled? There's also that. There could be Pathfinder games. Boom, 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 boom. Stephen Robert, what are you doing on Monday? Would you be up for doing Hoi 4? A human diplomat has arrived. Oh, human diplomat. It was a human diplomat of justice. Actually, I think something's wrong with all my things because they're not hauling these into a cart either. Something has gone wrong with my hauls. Much sadness. I'll learn on Monday. Well, that's all right. It's not a completely required pre-approval thing, but I'm trying to set up a Hoi 4 community game on Monday. I believe I maybe definitely have 2 people, not counting myself, perhaps. The big problem is that everyone's got a similar thing to what you've got. Is Monday is a maybe. Probably would serve better to be on another day, quite frankly. But I'm very bad at scheduling. It could be perfected in the future. Sounds like my old job. Also don't know how to play Hoi 4. That's actually kind of fine. I won't destroy you. What'll probably end up happening is if we have, I'll say, moderate amount of people, like 4+, we will group up new players with experienced players. They both wanted me to call in to check for work, but wouldn't be able to tell me. Basically making me be on call 24/7, and I brought up that's basically illegal. Yeah, no, I ain't about that. No. I basically just had to do that for school with the other students, and no. Fuck that noise. All right, they are grabbing the books now. Whoever it is that is grabbing things. Boom, 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 boom. We haven't seen a single alert about too much water, so the new system must be working. This gentleman, Aerith von Dwarfenstein, recently felt pleasure after putting on an exceptional item. She just avoided the water. Hold on. I want high traffic to be in the middle. Don't avoid the water ever again. Don't do that. Please never again avoid water. Who did you get? Number 3. I'm about to sneeze. Shut up. You are a hunter. Oh, that reminds me, Steven. Hold on, I'll get you to your description, but I have a question for you. Actually, that's the question first. That way, while I'm reading the description, you can have answered. How do you not get motion sick and phasmophobia? I got in VR. I did the training thing to figure out the controls using VR and figure out what the hell I was doing, and then proceeded to dry heave in my toilet. All right, Stephen Robert. Stephen Robert 4. You have one lover and one god. You don't know anyone else at all. Not even a passing acquaintanceship. You have never spoken to anyone in your life. You've spent your entire life praying to Onol, a male dwarf associated with fire, volcanoes, earth, and mountains. And then once you got here, you thought, you know what? It's time for me to speak to someone else. You went up to T'Chulu and said, how you doing? And T'Chulu was besmitten and became your lover, except now I think she's dead. Is she dead? Yeah, I can't zoom. This is the old T'Chulu. So she died. You made your way with her body, and then she died. What headset are you using? The one it came with? You recently thought merriment is worthless due to feeling lonely after being away from people from too long. What? Oh, because you're a hunter. Stephen Robert 4 is indefatigable, incredibly tough, and incredibly quick to heal and agile. Stephen Robert 4 likes olivine, tin, lapis lazuli, the color dark brown, leggings, splints, dogs for loyalty, capybaras that are graceful swimming, and the sight of the play of rhythm. When possibly, prefers to consume giant penguin, blood amaranth beer, 2-humped camel milk, and rice flour, though he absolutely detests bats. He has a great sense of empathy and amazing spatial sense, a lot of willpower, very good focus, a good kinesthetic sense, and a way with words. But he has meager creativity and iffy memory, little natural inclination toward music, and very bad analytical abilities. He dreams of raising a family someday. Am I dead? No, I think that was your old one. Yeah, you have a new one. Oh, that was your old Cthulhu. Index. Whatever the Steam one is. I think it's Index. One of the fucking base stations is borked. So I had to talk to Steam support, and they're RMAing and replacing one of them because it only blinks with the red light. I can't get it to like fix or anything. They're like, oh, we'll click this and tell it to like fix its fucking, not drivers, firmware or something. And it said, oh, nothing needs to be updated. Great, fantastic, 10 out of 10. And it's not games. Like I did, Song Stick, Beat Saber. It's close. I did Beat Saber and shit, and that was fine. And if I don't move in Phasmo, I'm fine. But literally just walking up and down the hall and then into the truck, literally I was like, all right, let's look at the camera, see if we have any ghost orbs. Also, I have power gut. No, from what I've read, it's essentially something that you can like train yourself out of with VR. So I'm not worried in the long term. You never seem to have an issue. So I was wondering if there was some trick to it. I don't recall you ever being like, oh God, the ghost is hunting, but I'm so sick. But, you know, I did a bit of the Beat Saber. Have you done Beat Saber, Steven? Have you done the Beat Saber? Have you sabered your beat? Have you beat your saber? No matter how you say that, it just sounds very bad. Yes, I've done Beat Saber. That shit takes more energy than I thought it did. Do a few of those. No, well, actually, I mean, some of it maybe not as much. The problem is my dumbass immediately tried to be like, all right, I'm gonna get that weeb music. I'm gonna get weeb or meme songs. Let's do this. And no one who uploads those does anything below like expert. They're always like, one of them, you have to start the song, and if you haven't hit 6 notes before the program's even run, you're out. And he just goes, "Blah!" and you lose. I was just like, what the fuck just happened? I think that's often with off-scale scaling. Also done boxing, which is hard to overcome in VR and the movement systems. Off scales, so the scaling is off? I think there was a setting somewhere talking about scale. I didn't know what the hell it was talking about. I'm a very adaptable creature. Some even call me God. I was born but a mortal man, until the doctor hit me in the rear and asked for me to scream. And I said, nay, I shall not scream. It is you who shall scream this day. And I cut the doctor down. I have no clue what the fuck's going on in this story. Well, it's just one of the things, and how the body doesn't like running through movement of the other physical cues. I understand the concept of motion sickness. I get motion sickness in half the vehicles. I say half. I think it's most of them. I can get motion sick in a car, but I never got motion sick in the back of a military vehicle. Put me in the back of an LMTV and hit all the bumps, and I am fine. Put me in someone's car going down the highway, and I can't take it. I do not know why. So your brain goes, what the fuck, why am I not moving? Let's send some stupid signals to the stomach. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even understand it. I could do fine in an LMTV. I could do fine in a Humvee. Fucking civilian vehicle. Smooth sailing down the highway. Ah, yes. What a wonderful day we're... Worst case scenario, I'll start getting those, I forget what it is. The motion sickness pills. I take them for, Six Flags. Holy shit. He exists. It is the one, the only, the TikToks. Oh, that also reminds me. Hold on. Bio levels low. Sounds like weak brain. So first of all, I forgot Steven. He was here first. I don't know how to spell. Steven Robert 4. There we go. Of course, as we all know, Steven Robert 4 does the Dwarf Fortress on the Sundays, other days notwithstanding. TikToks, I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if you're back to streaming. I don't want to shout you out and put the spotlight on you for you to then go, oh no, I don't do that. So don't worry, I won't do anything awkward, like draw attention to you in an overly long and complicated way, you know, where everyone is waiting with bated breath to see whether or not you're streaming again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I wouldn't do that to you. Don't you worry. Tick_talks. I am still working on breathing. That is a good thing to be working on. It is good. I'm trying to figure out how to stream on a breathing device, but it's a work in progress. Ah, I bet you could make some good dough though. There's got to be some asshole out there on the internet. You got to put it up like, do a $200 donation. My breathing device will turn off for 30 seconds. You'll make some bank. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Oh, I didn't want to put you in a squad. There we go. There we go. TikToks. You have 5 friends in this base, 3 of which are named Artham, Scootsor, and of course, Ruble Beans. You know Tolis, but they're only a long-term acquaintance. You pray to Kadol, a male dwarf associated with trade and wealth, and you have a lover in an unnamed holler. You meet each other in the darkness of the tunnels. Get your freak on, and then go back to your day-to-day lives. TikToks recently thought, be merry, because in the last season, she felt lonely after being away from friends for too long. TikToks is incredibly tough, but is slow to heal. TikToks likes obsidian, gold, tuba gate, rat leather, the color ivory, shields, anvils, yaks for their shaggy hair, bumblebees for their woolly appearance, and the words of the Umber Sparks. When possible, she prefers to consume cockatiel, beetroot wine, and mog juice, though she absolutely detests jumping spiders. She has great creativity, very good sense of position of her own body, and good intuition, but she has poor empathy, very little patience, and next to no natural musical abilities. She dreams of raising a family someday. I'm planning on playing Oxygen Not Included as my comeback game. Yes. Oh no, I forgot what I was doing in Aurora. All right, there's a revolution on the moon. What? The fuck are you talking about? What's Aurora? It would be a humorous one. Yeah, they're gonna leave soon. I'm still trying to clear the way of all the other garbage. So they're just gonna have to like chill the fuck out. Jesus. We're still like inundated with clothing. Like, and this is all the damaged clothing too. I would start trying to get him to move it over, but I have a sneaking suspicion that's not going to work too well. Actually, they're already moving it over. They're just taking their sweet fucking time with it. whatever. This is why we gotta let some of them just be perpetually idling, just so we had more and more and more people hauling this garbage where it needs to go. Destiny 2. Aurora 4X is a Dwarf Fortress of Space 4X games. It has been in development for about 16 years, so only twice as long as 2077. That's a sweet seizure-inducing RTX race. I don't know why we keep freaking out about that. Like, with the power of RTX rays, you too can make a beam of light look extra lighty. What? Is that what we need to focus on right now? Everyone the world over puts their internet on dark mode. I don't think we care about light rays too terribly much. Please just focus on sick ass graphics. Like, do shit stably. How about that? Holy crap. Blind IRL's fucking rated 71 viewers. TikTok says subscribe. Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the stream blind. There's a bunch of spreadsheets and what looks like a radar. Hello everyone. We're very nearly done with our hill. We are very nearly done with the mott. We have gotten our first squad completely kitted out in steel. Our second squad, we are kind of starting to get kitted out in steel. And I have made a dwarven bathhouse in the brook using the water pressure so that we can wash all the gunk off of them, be a slight mist generator, and force them all through it without the water ever being too deep to piss them off. How are you doing? I'm assuming, let me click the mouse over so I can do a shout out. I'm assuming you're doing the Dwarf Fortress. Blind I capital RL. We're going to host and vanish. I'm exhausted. Hey man, that's fine. Thank you so much for stopping by though. And thank you for playing Dwarf Fortress, because of course we need all the people we can get to play Dwarf Fortress. We must spread the name far and wide and conquer every other known game. People playing Fortnite, bludgeon them over the head. Bludgeon them over the head with a gigantic A. They ask you what it is, say it's ASCII, motherfucker. Learn to read it. Here from Blind, first time on stream. Well, welcome everyone. 12 streams, we're almost done with the hill. Okay, so the construction, the foundations have taken a while, I admit. Have a good afternoon, Dwarf. Good, still alive again. Hey now, I do both. So, a couple things. I will go over a quick tour for those of you who have not seen the base. However, before that, if any of you are wanting to get dwarfed, I have been slowly scripting and improving a script for dwarfing. Essentially, I need you to type in !DWARF or !DORF. And I absolutely positively need you to do this first because it'll roll a random number so I know who to name you after. But also, if you ever show up again, the exact same script will let you know if you're still alive. So I can't necessarily dwarf you if you don't put it in, because the script won't be tracking whether or not you're alive until you have typed in that command yourself first. So if any of you wish to be dwarfed, need you to type in that command. As we move on though, I am doing where's the picture? A very not that effective castle system called a Mott and Bailey system. And apparently when I moved the picture, I also destroyed the reference to it. So I'm just gonna sit here and claim I have a picture showing you what I'm doing, and you're gonna have to take my word for it. Stream files. Thank you so much for following. Dunlap Dynamo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Where did I move the pictures to? It'd be under stream files, pics for OBS. There we go. That is a Mott and Bailey system. It's it's like a proto castle system where it has the idea of a fort and defense, but you'll notice that they kept everything else in a separate walled in area. Ultimately, it failed once siege technology started taking off. But I figured with a few tweaks, we could do our own version of it. So actually, as a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. First of all, for when I upload this,